My dear students, now I am going to explain equilibrium constant from Nernst equation or relation between equilibrium constant and standard electrode potential. Already I have explained that Nernst equation. From that Nernst equation, we can derive equilibrium constant. Equilibrium constant from Nernst equation or relation between equilibrium constant and standard electrode potential. So that equilibrium constant is K or Kc, electrode potential, standard electrode potential, E naught. Relation between equilibrium constant and standard electrode potential. So already we know that in the galvanic cell, so this is galvanic cell or Daniell cell. Here zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution. In left hand side of cell, zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution. Right hand side, copper rod is dipped in copper sulfate solution. As time passes, concentration of zinc ions in this half cell increases. So because this zinc rod loses electrons, those electrons will travel like this and zinc ions go into electrolytic solution. So as time passes, concentration of zinc ions increases. In second half cell, here copper sulfate means copper ions and sulfate ions are there. Here those electrons will be gained by copper ions of copper sulfate. So these copper ions will deposit on these copper electrodes. So as the time passes, concentration of zinc ions keep on increasing and concentration of copper ions keep on decreasing. Since electrode potential depends on concentration of electrolyte, already we know that electrode potential depends on concentration of electrolytic cell. Therefore, these electrode potentials of two half cells also keep on changing. This single electrode has electrode potential. Even this single electrode has electrode potential. Due to increase in the concentration of zinc ions, due to decrease in the concentration of copper ions, electrode potentials of two half cells or two electrodes also keep on changing. At particular time, electrode potentials of these two electrodes will become equal. This electrode potential and this electrode potential will become equal. At that time, electromotive force of this cell becomes 0. Electrode potential of this half cell and electrode potential of this half cell both will become equal. Electrode potentials of two half cells equal means electromotive force of that cell must be 0. See, this is Nernst equation for Daniell cell or galvanic cell. E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059 by n log Q. This is Nernst equation for Daniell cell or galvanic cell. Electrode potential of cell is equal to standard electrode potential of cell minus 0.059 by n log Q. After some time, electromotive force of the cell becomes 0. Electromotive force of cell is nothing but cell potential of the cell. Cell potential of the cell becomes 0, means this value becomes 0 at equilibrium. This electrode potential of cell is equal to 0 and this Q becomes equal to K. This Q is reaction coefficient. At equilibrium state, reaction coefficient and equilibrium constant both are same. At equilibrium, this Q becomes equal to K. Then from this equation, 0 is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059 by n log K, log equilibrium constant. E naught cell is equal to 0.059 by n log K. Here this E naught cell is standard electrode potential. This K is equilibrium constant. Relation between equilibrium constant and standard electrode potential. This is equilibrium constant, this is standard electrode potential. Or from this we can write, say, log equilibrium constant is equal to E naught cell into N divided by 0.059. Log equilibrium constant is equal to this log K is equilibrium constant, E naught cell into N by 0.059. From this K is equal to, equilibrium constant is equal to antilog of this K is equal to antilog of E naught cell into N divided by 0.059. Equilibrium constant from Nernst equation. Equilibrium constant from this Nernst equation. See, let us calculate equilibrium constant of galvanic cell or Daniell cell. This is the galvanic cell. Zn plus 2, salt bridge, Cu plus 2 ions, Cu. This is for Daniell, this is Daniell cell or galvanic cell. For this cell reaction is Zn plus Cu plus 2 gives rise to Zn plus 2 plus Cu. This is the cell reaction. For this, let us calculate standard electrode potential of the cell. E naught cell is equal to, see here, this E naught cell is nothing but standard electrode potential of the cell. Here zinc electrode and copper electrode as this E naught cell is nothing but E naught cathode minus E naught anodes. This E naught cell is nothing but E naught cathode minus E naught anodes. Here this is cathode, this is anodes. See, left hand side oxidation anodes, right hand side this is cathodes. This E naught cell is nothing but E naught cathode minus E naught anodes. E naught cell is equal to E naught cathodes minus E naught anodes. Here cathode is copper electrodes. We know that for copper electrodes 0.34 volts minus for zinc electrodes minus 0.76 volts. Copper electrode standard electrode potential is plus 0.34 volts minus zinc electrode standard electrode potential is minus 0.76. Then this value plus 0.34 plus 0.76, it becomes 1.1 volts. This E naught cell is 1.1 volts. Let us calculate this equilibrium constants. For galvanic cell, let us calculate equilibrium constants. So this E naught cell is 1.1. 1.1 is equal to 0.059 divided by this N means number of moles of electrons involved. Here 2 moles of electrons are involved by 2 log of equilibrium constant. Let us calculate equilibrium constant of galvanic cell. This E naught cell is 1.1 volts. 0.059 by N, 2 moles of electrons are involved, log K. Then log K is equal to 1.1 into 2 by 0.059. This value 2.2 by 0.059. This value 37.288. Log K value is this much. Log K value is 37.288. We should calculate equilibrium constant K value. Then K is equal to antilog of 37.288. This value 2 into 10 power 37. 2 into 10 power 37. For galvanic cell or for Daniell cell, equilibrium constant K value is 2 into 10 power 37. This anti-log value we can see like this. Without logarithm table, we can calculate. See, K is equal to anti-log of 37.288. See, I am writing like this. Anti-log of this 37.288, I am writing 37 plus 0.288. Anti-log of, instead of this 37, I am writing log 10 power 37. Log 10 power 37 value is how much? 37 only. Instead of this 37, I am writing log 10 power 37. Log 10 power 37 value is 37 plus. We know that log 2 value is 0.301. Log 2 value 0.301. Log 2 value 0.301. If 0.3 is there, instead of 0.3 we can write log 2. Instead of 0.3 we can write log 2, but here 0.288. I am writing log of 1.9 something like this, approximate value. Log 1.9 value is 0.288 is equal to anti-log of log A plus log B. We know that log A plus log B formula, log A into B, log 1.9 into 10 power 37. This anti-log log will get cancelled. Then 1.9 into 10 power 37, approximately 2 into 10 power 37. So we can calculate equilibrium constant value for galvanic cell. See, I'll explain one problem. Calculate equilibrium constants. Calculate equilibrium constant of the reaction Cu plus 2Ag plus gives rise to Cu plus 2 plus 2Ag. E naught cell value is given 0.46 volts. Calculate equilibrium constant of the reaction Cu plus 2Ag plus gives rise to Cu plus 2 plus 2Ag. For this cell reaction, we should calculate equilibrium constant. E naught cell value is given. We know this formula. E naught cell is equal to 0.059 by n log K, log of equilibrium constant. This E naught cell value is given. This E naught cell value is 0.46. In this reaction, n value is 2, 0, 2 plus 2, or Ag plus 1 to 0, but 2 moles of Ag plus. So this n value is 2. E naught cell value is given 0.46 is equal to 0.059 by 2 log of equilibrium constant. We should calculate this equilibrium constant value. Then log K is equal to 0.46 into 2 by 0.059. Log K is equal to 0.46 into 2 by 0.059. It becomes 0.92 by 0.059. This value 15.6. We'll get 15.6. Log K value 15.6. We should calculate this K value. So log K value is 15.6. Then K is equal to equilibrium constant K is equal to anti-log of 15.6. K value is anti-log of 15.6. Without logarithm table, we can calculate this value. So easily we can calculate that anti-log of 15.6. K is equal to anti-log of 15.6. See this I am writing like this, antilog of 15 plus 0.6. Instead of 15.6 I wrote 15 plus 0.6, antilog of, instead of this 15 I am writing log 10 power 15. Log 10 power 15 value is 15. See, we know that log 2 value is 0.301, approximately 0.3. Log 2 value 0.3 means log 4 value is how much? 0.6. Log 2 value 0.3 means log 4 we can write log 2 square. Log 2 square. Log 2 square means 2 log 2. So log 4 value is 0.6. Instead of this 0.6, I am writing log 4 approximately. Instead of this 15, I wrote log 10 power 15. Log 10 power 15 value is 15 plus, instead of 0.6, I wrote log 4. We know that log 4 value is 0.6. Log 4 value is 0.6. Then antilog of log A plus log B. Log A plus log B. Log A into B. Log 4 into 10 power 15. Antilog log will get cancelled. 4 into 10 power 15. So equilibrium constant value 4 into 10 power 15. See here, instead of 0.6 I took log 4. If it is 0.602, then exact value log 4. If it is 0.6, exactly we can take log 4. But this is not 0.602. If it is 0.602, instead of 0.602 we can take log 4, but it is less than 0.602. So this value should be less than 4, slightly less than 4. Exact value 3.9. 3.9 into 10 power 15. Calculate the equilibrium constant of this reaction. E0 cell value is given. By using this equation, we can calculate this equilibrium constant. This value is given. Log K value is this much. K value is antilog of 15.6. Antilog of 15.6 value 3.9 into 10 power 15.